Welcome to Health 430 as we look at our Blackboard page and some important issues. One of the first issues I'd like to show you is this item right here called Browser Check. At the beginning of every semester, you should click on Browser Check, and it will take you to a page where you can actually have all of your systems checked to be sure that you're using the correct format. So once you click here on Browser Check, you then click this item, Run the Browser Checker. And what happens is it comes up, it tells me that I'm supported. I have the highest level Firefox. I've passed all the checks. It shows here that I need to fix my Java and I need to fix my Shockwave. If you're having problems in any of the settings, or any situations in Blackboard, one of the first things you should do is to go back and click Browser Check to make sure everything on your computer is up to date. Often the problems that you're having are related to your browser. The next thing I want to show you is this item here on the front page called Calendar. In Blackboard, all of your teachers who use Calendar, you will see all of the information showing up for your classes. So if we go down to the 28th of August, now this is just my class, you can see that you have an optional and reading and a required writing assignment, and then this is something that is not due. I have to take that out. But all of your classes will show, and they will show in different colors. So if I go back to, just to show you what it looks like, if I go back to April of 2017, what I see here on my calendar is everything that's due in the different colors. So for example, the disease courses will come up spring 2017, spring 2017, spring 2017. So each class is in a different color so you can see each of your classes and what's due. So I recommend that if your teachers are all using Blackboard, that you actually try to use this item to help you keep track of your due dates. The other thing you can do, as you saw in the video that I made for you, is that you can create your own calendar, or you can use the calendar that I've given you. So right here is our course, and the original plan was that it was going to be team taught, but Kirsten now works at the State Department of Education, and so I'm the only instructor, even though her name is still here. What you are going to see here is that your two courses are combined. When you click on this, you will go to a page. I'm going to go to Student View so you can see what you'll see. You should see this. This is exactly what you should see. The first thing you'll see is a welcome. It tells you to pick up your syllabus in the information section, and it tells you to go to content to begin the lessons. So let's go to information. If you go to the information section right now, this is a draft syllabus. It will probably change 2 or 3 times before class starts. And there's also a calendar there for you to look at. Typically, I will not delete the draft syllabus. What I will do is I will just add a new syllabus so you can see the history. The other thing that's going to appear in information will be meeting rooms. Each of your health fair groups or teams will have a designated meeting room that you can actually use to meet in class. So if someone cannot make a meeting, you could actually have that person log into the meeting room and communicate that way. The next item is content, and this unit in this class is not finished being uploaded, but what is finished I will show you. I want to show you the basic setup. The course is broken into 5 different units. And so, for example, in Unit 1, it's called Introductions. It tells you the purpose of the unit. What I've done in every unit is to list every assignment that will be collected and when it's due. So this is another way to help you remember what's due. What you should do is you click on the unit, and when you click on the unit, you will see all the lessons. The first thing you should do is open the summary of the lesson. So when you open the summary of the lesson, it's going to tell you exactly what you need to do to be successful. So in this case, it tells you the summary of the lessons to introduce you to the course, the teacher, the expectations. There's no objectives from the syllabus. This is the specific objective. And the things you have to do before we meet are watch the videos in the lesson folder, in the community toolbox, read chapter 2, section 7, and read the material on whole school, whole child, whole community. So then what sometimes people do is they'll print this out or they'll save it and they'll check off as they go through each thing. Okay, I watched the videos, I did this, I did this. Then once you see the course summary and you have an idea of what you should be doing, what you should do is you should open the introduction, lesson 1. Every lesson will be set up the same way. You will see what you need to do in the exact order in which it needs to be completed. This is not complete, but I wanted to record the video so you could start to look at the page and understand how it's set up. So far in this lesson, it says you should watch these videos before attending the first class, and these are links that will take you to a page where you can see the videos. The videos are designed to help you be prepared for the first class. I will answer any questions you have, but I will not review any of this in detail. I will just answer questions. The other item you need to understand is that I have a YouTube channel, and I have the YouTube channel because everything is posted to YouTube, so it is easy for you to find and watch. If for some reason you can't get into Blackboard, or 6 months after the class is over, you want to review something, all of the lectures, or almost all of the lectures, will be in YouTube. I'm in the process of putting everything into my channel. So if you were to type my name into YouTube, you would get my channel and you'd have a list of everything. What happens is all of your videos for Health 430 start out with Health 430. So this one is actually called Instructor Bio. This is Health 430 Welcome. This is Health 430 Syllabus, and the other video that will appear after I'm done recording it is Health 430 Blackboard page. So once you watch these, you have an optional assignment that you can do, you have a required assignment that you must do, and you have a reflection 01. So each of these items, when you open it, you will see what you should do. So let's go to required pre-class assignment. Let's open the assignment. This is where you will submit your assignment. It tells you it's due the 28th by 9 p.m. You don't receive any points for it, but it is required. And what you have to do is you have to download the item and you have to write it. So here's the assignment. It tells you to download it. So you open it. You need to follow the directions. It says to type directly onto the document and submit. You must save correctly as Health 430, RW, year, month, date, year, month, date, name. It asks you 3 questions and you need to make sure you answer them correctly. You then save it. And then what you will do is you will upload it. You'll hit Browse My Computer and you will upload it. Sometimes students like to leave a comment for the professor like, here's my assignment, or I had a problem with number 2, but I did the best that I could. And then once you're done, you hit Submit. I am telling you, do not write your submission, because when you write in this box, it is almost impossible to read. The other reason I want you to write on the assignment sheet is the scoring rubric will be there, and I will show you a scoring rubric when we look at another assignment. So for this one, for example, this is your first reflection. And if you open it, it takes you to where you're going to submit the assignment. It's worth 4 points. Again, do not do this. You're going to open up the reflection and you're going to follow the directions. The reflection for this, it tells you you're going to share what your expectations are in this class. It gives you some ideas on what you might want to talk about. It tells you to type directly below this question, so you will start typing here. This is where you're going to type your answer. You cannot have more than 150 words. So sometimes people will open up a Word document, type to make sure they can do spelling, grammar check, make sure they have the right number of words, and then they copy and paste it here. You need to be thorough, accurate, and succinct. More does not mean it's better. Someone might answer this in 75 words and get a great score, and somebody else might answer it in 145 words and get a bad score. So you need to make sure you're answering the question. The other reason I want you to write directly on the assignment is the scoring rubric for the assignment will always appear here. Hopefully, you'll be able to write your answer and then go down here and say, is this thorough, accurate, and succinct? Does it show that I have some idea of what I want to learn or some overarching goal? Did I follow the directions, and is my spelling and grammar correct? And then you'll save it like you're supposed to, and you will submit it. Once you save it and you submit it, all of your papers get turned into the global database, and I do expect you to agree to submit your paper to that global database because it helps maintain an academic integrity. Okay, so that's how your page is set up. When you open your page, it will always go to announcements. There's probably going to be an announcement every week. Your information, what you see here now is your syllabus, but you will also see meeting rooms appear when it's called Collaborate. And so you will see those appear, and each of your groups will have a meeting room. Content, this is where you will find your units and your lessons. The unit tells you what's going to happen. It tells you everything that's going to be collected. And then once you click on the introduction, each lesson is listed. The lesson has, of course, a lesson summary, and then in that lesson, in the exact order in which you should do it, will be everything's listed. If you notice, everything that you submit is in red, and everything else will be in black. The other piece of this that you're going to see is discussions. Right now, there are no discussions listed, but you will also find that you have discussion boards set up for your groups. Once I get the groups established, I will then put the discussion boards together. The next item is tools, and the reason I want to show you this is for a variety of reasons. One is you can click on My Grades, and what will happen is all the grades will appear and how many points you have, which is helpful for you to keep track of. Another element in tools that you might want to use is sending emails. You can send emails through Blackboard, and that way you don't have to know everybody's email addresses. If you forget them or lose them, you'll have this. So if you want to send an email account, you can send it to all your users, which I highly recommend you don't do. You select the users. So you select the users, you pick the person's name, and then you must move it over to this side. If you do not move it, it does not go over. So, for example, if you want to send me an email, make sure you move it over to selected. Sometimes people pick my name and they never move it over, and then I never ever get the email. So make sure you move the name of the person over to here. Make sure you have a subject so the person knows what it is, and then you can type. Typically, whoever sends the email also gets a copy, but this is just like sending any email through any email service like Microsoft or Gmail or any of the other services. Just the key point is to always move this over. If you want to send it to 3 people, just make sure you send all 3 people's names or 4 people's names over here. Then when you hit submit, these are the people who will get the email. So that concludes the review of our Blackboard page. Please play around with it, make sure you understand it, and if you ever have any questions about the Blackboard page, or if you cannot find something in the Blackboard page, please let me know so I can make sure it's clear and that what I can see is what you can see. So I'm exiting preview. My page, what I see, looks very different from what your page looks like, because I have all of this information down here that you don't have. So again, thank you for watching the video, and I look forward to seeing you in class at the end of the month.